This guy was devastated to learn his wife was cheating on him, but he never expected a crazy law to give him the last laugh. You see, Keith King had been married to Danielle for 5 years when he found intimate texts on her phone with Francisco Huizar. When Keith confronted his wife, she insisted they were just friends. But since Keith didn't believe her, he just told Francisco himself, never contact my wife again. But although Keith thought his message was clear, Francisco just actually started secretly staying in a hotel near their house. Every time Keith was out of town, he would come over. And when Keith finally walked in on them one day, he was just heartbroken.
She's my wife, man! She's my wife! You're picking him over me now?
I don't want this!
Although he had been trying to save their marriage for his daughter, he finally got divorced. But although he had no idea what to do, that's when he realized he could actually sue Francisco. There's actually an obscure law that makes it illegal to intentionally destroy someone's happy marriage. But since it's considered outdated, it's been abolished in every state except 6, including North Carolina. So Keith just began collecting every message, post, phone record, and hotel receipt he could find proving malicious intent. And a judge later ordered Francisco to pay Keith $8.8 million in damages.
There are plenty of outdated laws that are still around, like alimony. Yet this one isn't one of them. It's funny how they classify laws that punished harmful behavior that would destroy families as outdated, while keeping laws that make having a family extremely risky. One thing they despise most is being rejected. That's why she acted the way she did when he told her it would be best if they went their separate ways. Also, the only reason they feel comfortable assaulting men is because they expect you won't resist or defend yourself.
Yeah, show him what it feels like to be a son.
If it wasn't true, the comment section of that video would not be filled with women who are extremely upset about that. And fellas, tell me if you've ever experienced this, because I find it crazy that whenever a man does express his genuine thoughts, feelings, and emotions, some women's first response, like their first instinct, is to immediately explain to them that whatever their thought or feeling or emotion is, it is not justified, but hers is, and try to verbally assault you into submission, rather than looking at that genuine thought, feeling, or emotion and trying to understand it. They just simply spin it back around and oftentimes shame you for even saying it.
And what does me having 7 kids have to do with anything?
Oh dear.
I didn't ask nobody to take care of my kids. I asked for y'all to, when y'all come in my DM, to be ready to provide a little something for me.
Satire, right? This has got to be satire.
All I said was I needed my nails done and I need a new oil change. Y'all can't do that?
Please tell me this is satire, because if it's not, oh my goodness, are they in for a rude awakening?
Men are supposed to be providers, right? And women are supposed to be the nurturers. Why y'all don't want to provide?
Now, I'm just guessing here, but it might have something to do with someone's rather proven poor track record at good decision-making skills, which would make any man, I think, hesitant to commit to any kind of providing.
My 7 kids are good, though. Let's go ahead and get that straight. My 7 kids are good.
Well, that's very good news, and I'm very happy to hear that.
I get like $2,100 in food stamps, and my kids get Medicaid insurance.
Fantastic.
And 4 of them have daddies. So let's not.
4. Okay. And I'm going with my original thought here. I really hope that this is a joke.
I said me. That's it, that's all.
Even if this is satire, the sad part is there's still a lot of women out there with this type of mentality that still view themselves as the prize to be won, even after it's been given to a lot of guys.
A man sits down at a bar looking dejected. The bartender goes, "Everything all right, mate?" The man replies, "Nah, I got in a fight with my wife and she said she won't speak to me for a whole month." "Maybe that's a good thing," said the bartender. "A little bit of peace and quiet?" The man replies, "Yeah." And then he looks into the bottom of his drink and mutters, Today's the last day.
Is only dangerous because of men, which is true. Statistically, violent men.
But that isn't true. Let's get to the root cause of things. Manipulation happens when you focus on the effects and you don't go to the cause. So the root of it is that without a man and you were just here, you would have been eaten by a lion, a tiger, and bear. And guess what? If the lions and tigers and bears didn't get you, you wouldn't have the ability to gather enough calories for you to last. Because a woman can't manipulate the world how a man can. So let me explain to you how a world would operate with only women and only men. When men get together, we know, oh, he's stronger here, he has this skill here, he got this. Let the best person work this skill, and that creates a hierarchy from top down. When a woman get together, what you think about, you're all emotional. So you're tiptoeing all the time, and you're looking at the sensitivity levels in this woman and that woman because you know that you are sensitive. So what you do is you start looking at everything in an egalitarian sense to equalize everything. You get two, you get two, you get two, you get two. The men don't operate like that. Did you do enough to get two? If you ain't do enough, you're not getting two. You get zero. Put in that work and then you get that. This is why on the survival series, men, they was cleaning water fast, building fires fast, because they created that hierarchy. They put the best person in position first. The women, they was trying to do everything equal and by committee, so they couldn't create any order and any structure. The world wouldn't be safer without men. Nature killed more people than any wars and anything you could never imagine. And men, we built infrastructure to protect the woman from nature.
The same women who claim the world would be better off without men are the same ones who wouldn't survive a week on their own with no help from men.
Most female-dominated industries are sex or beauty-related, correct?
Yes. That's the way things are right now. That should change.
Well, right, but why would women want to give up their power if they can use it to,
Because it shouldn't be the only power that we're able to hold in society.
Well, whether it should
When you don't give women a fair chance to gain power, they're gonna do whatever it takes.
Well, is there anything stopping women from getting power any other way?
Yes, men.
Well, I mean, but men also give women their power, correct?
Not enough of it.
Well, obviously, if all
Not
the men...
in the ways it matters.
If all the men in the world were gay, how would women get power?
They should just
Because they're f***ing women.
What does that mean?
They're strong and better than men.
Well, right, but I'm saying if women couldn't use sex to control men, then how would they get power?
Skip.
Gotcha!
I love these guys that will say, no, I'll take the trash out later. I worked all day. And the wife will usually say some variation of, I had a hard day too. And the man will say, yeah, but did you do physical labor? And I just want to know, when as women do we...
Shut the f*** up already, man. Holy sh**.
My girl left me walking, but she don't know I'm from the streets. I even found a little taco stand. I'm enjoying my time alone walking in the streets. Look, she decided to come back for me. Look at her. With her. Best believe I didn't order her no tacos.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you'll enjoy this next video. I will see you there.